Well, because I feel like with everything going on in politics and the country in general, people need to see a more like down-to-earth, day-to-day version of what goes on. There's too much fear in the media and people on like a big screen, big table. You need to see how regular people
yeah,
exactly.
No, it's fine. Hey, you.
Oh.
You're right. Get out here. That's it.
Still relatively warm for September though, so I'm thankful for that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. I mean, are you cold?
Oh no, not at all. That's why I came out with just these short sleeves.
You're riding your bike, you're gonna get hot. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Are you a Cambridge resident?
What's your name?
Yeah. Anything, name or what you like going by?
I've been working for Solutions. I work for Solutions at Work. It's a non-profit organization. We serve the homeless, the people in the shelter. Let me get to read some stuff because I'm not used to this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no worries. Take it as casual as you want it. You good?
Today, you know, serving food to the homeless and people in the shelter. Or actually, for me, people who are hungry, I feed them. You know, we've been doing this since July, and I love it. I interact with the people here. I don't like judge anybody. I feel I have empathy for them. You know, I feel like that I could be there in their shoes. Basically, I'm just here, you know?
Yeah. I think that's a really beautiful thing. If you had the funds to say, like, turn Solutions at Home into like a full-on building, what would you want to put in that building just besides, you know, a station for food? Like,
I would put people in shelters.
Shelters?
I would want to get a shelter. If I have, believe me, I know people say this, but if I have a lot of money, I've been praying on this too. I would try to help some people.
Absolutely.
Really help. And anybody money really just do, you know what I'm saying? Do the right thing. Because I was homeless before, so I know how it feels like, you know, to be out here.
If you don't mind me asking, how long ago was that? Because it seems like you've definitely made like an epic turnaround, and I think that's a beautiful thing.
Oh my gosh, 1990.
Damn, that's crazy.
So that's like 20 something years.
Yeah, and I know just from that time, even when I was growing up, because I was born like midway through 97, like my folks didn't want me going anywhere near Cambridge, and I think that's a shame. Yeah, and I was born out here in Mount Auburn Hospital. So I feel like
a little bit, they know
like
some things, but you know, you have to experience life to really find out what's really about though. You know?
Yeah, and especially I feel like as a child of immigrants, like on a lot of, you know, immigrant families, like they live in the city, like, you know what I mean? So despite everything that goes on, I feel like if things are to really change in the country, like we need to stop looking at the city as this like big, scary, overpopulated place.
Really
it's not. Yeah. Because I think it's beautiful.
It's really yourself. That thing itself that when people say they're scared, it's because they're scared of the way they perceive stuff within themselves. Because a lot of people have deep-rooted stuff they need to deal with. And I'm one of them. I know. I've been there. I got clean. I did crack.
Yeah.
I got clean in 1990, and so it was really a rough. But you know, it's possible, you know, to change. But you got to change within. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now we've been looking at this book called 7 Habits. So I'm learning a lot about stuff that I didn't even see, like you know, like. Because you know, when you talk about 7 habits, I talk about responsibility. You know what I'm saying? As a principle, so I take responsibility for what I do. You know what I'm saying? And also, I don't focus on myself too much.
Yeah.
Because when you do, you lose it's okay to do some, but when you keep doing that, you forget about other people.
Yeah.
In that concept?
And you get too boxed in inward trying to deal with your own situation.
It's institutionalized.
Yeah.
But you gotta like think outside the box.
So my question for you, I don't know, especially as like a young person just getting almost to like my mid-20s, I feel like a lot of older people your age, maybe even older, they look to my generation as the future.
I love you guys to the future.
But the tough thing for me as an individual, based on my experience with people my age and, you know, some other people maybe in their like 40s, 50s, like, it's just easy for me to get jaded and just believe that everything is just kind of like, I don't want to say a game in like a lackadaisy sense, but everything is structured to be like this overly competitive dog-eat-dog world of, if I'm not getting to the bread, then, you know, my life doesn't mean as much as another person who's successful.
That's not true.
So what would be your advice to get young people who maybe have my temperament or that general temperament?
Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself that you know what I'm saying? Because it's all the like stereotypes and all this other stuff that you look at every day. It's not actually it's like a false, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, to me, it's like not everything, but something just falls. So when young people look at it, you know what I'm saying? I don't see, I'm trying to say it, I'm trying to get a phone call, but it just lost my train of thought.
But it's all like an illusion, right? Yeah.
That's the word I'm looking for. You know, and it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's real, you know what I'm saying? But you, I mean, as you met people, it's really, I know you can't say it's your world, I'm not gonna say that. It's you know, it's people who live in it, it's very their world. But you, as young, you have a chance.
Yeah.
You have a chance, and me as an older person, you know, I don't learn stuff by experience. And let me tell you something. I've learned a lot of stuff from the young generation.
Yeah.
That I didn't even know. I'm telling you, I've learned a lot. I mean, when I was an adult, they didn't teach me nothing. My mother didn't teach me nothing. I hung around young people, and I've learned from their experience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stuff like, you know, I got a GED. You know, I had a young person to help me, a young lady to help me to get there.
Yeah, in terms of, you know, sitting down, studying, cramming stuff.
On the phone, and that was good for me. You know. And
okay, so for example, when you say like when you were a younger person, you felt like your parents didn't teach you like a whole lot. For me, I'm not gonna outright say the same exact thing, but I feel like in a sense, I kind of feel the same way, because for everything that my parents taught me in terms of like physical skills, like washing your clothes, washing the dishes, learn how to tie your shoe, dress yourself, this, that, and the third. Outside of that, it was just like, okay, stick to school, and then, you know, get your degrees, and after that, you know, keep working hard, work hard. But then you get to this point where I'm at right now, where I just finished my bachelor's degree. But the thing was, like, in order for me to do it, I had to take on all these loans, you know, just to get me the chance to like go to college. But the weird thing is, like, okay, if I never really get a chance to save too much money outside of spending it, you know, on books and this, that, and the third, now I don't even feel like I've had the time to get equipped to learn how to deal with loans, deal with taking on a larger debt. They didn't walk me through the credit process. I just had to watch other people fail. You kind of just feel suckered into it.
Mistakes, you never learn from your own mistakes. And as you said, like your mom, like, you get past that, you know. So my mother didn't have a good education. We didn't have love in the home. So I learned how to love. I learned to love myself.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't get from a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I didn't. I mean, people think that, you know, it's concrete. You know, it's just like, okay, I love you, love me, it's okay. But it doesn't matter. As long as you love yourself, it's nothing else matters, really.
Yep.
Because people look for love in the wrong place and then they get caught up in that negative stuff. You know what I'm saying? But and my mother, like I said, didn't have an education. I know my father. My father was an education. My stepfather was a drunk, you know, so I learned, you know, I didn't learn to drink. I'm just saying that I just seen a lot of negative and violence, little violence in my family too. So, but you know, by then I kind of like I looked to a God that's greater than myself.
Yeah.
And I don't pray a lot, but I do, and I pray for others, you know, and I forgive people. Because, you know, because I forgive myself, you know, a long time ago. So that's what basically, you know, and I'm still striving. And through this pandemic, I have not struggled.
Yeah.
I have not struggled at all. I had to give up food, nothing. So what I give. See, when you give, you gotta give from your heart. When you do something, do it from your heart. Don't do it just to do it. The people are doing that, you know. I see a lot of stuff like, you know, that people are doing. Like, I can't do much on judge them, but I'm just saying, for me, that's just like I see that when I have enough, I'm gonna give you some.
Same, that's what I try to do, even though I don't have too much like materially, like I have the privilege to be able to, you know, get myself in a place where I could get a little money and get a camera like this and, you know, undergo this experience. Like, I want to be able to give people a voice, and I feel like it's tough in this day and age wanting to help other people and feeling like, okay, unless I give somebody something where they can like materially like build off of,
yes, it's
easy to feel like you're not doing enough.
And you feel like, yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm not doing enough, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like, you know what I'm saying? I can only do what I can do for other people as if myself, the best of my ability, to take care of me and spend what I have, you know? And that's just about.
So when you talk about that idea of getting to a place where you feel like all your basic needs are met and you want to give something to people, like, what are some different ways of giving that you might encourage other people, especially young people, to do, even if it's not in the form of money or a meal?
Support them, and if somebody needs to be in a program, like they drinking or something, or I might support them at that habit, you know, at that aspect. Talking to phone, support people, like, you know, talk to them, they go through something, identify, not compare.
Yeah.
Because that's some of the stuff that they go through, I've already been through.
Yeah.
So I can relate, and that's better for me, you know. And if I don't relate, I try to get them the resources. I would sit down with them, okay, you got A, B, C. Do you like to do A, B? I don't push nothing. That's control. You don't control nobody.
Yeah.
Just talk to them, walk them through it. Okay, this is A, B. What you like to do? What's best for you? You think is best for you? Okay. They say, okay, no, I don't know, Princess. Can you give me a suggestion? Okay. I suggest that you go, maybe you go to detox.
Yeah.
I don't say, of course, you need to go to detox. That's like them rebellion.
Yeah.
They rebel against it. No, then they say, okay, now you're talking, trying to defend, I mean, like, you need to go to detox. No, I mean, if I say it nice, you need to go to detox. I suggest that, and some people say, okay, Princess, you can be my counselor. You're my counselor for, when I'm going to go to detox, I'm going to call you, whatever, like, you know, I might just, you know, take them there or something like that. I've been in recovery since 1990. I slept. I stopped smoking. I was smoking weed. I got sick. Smoking weed is bad for me. I've been clean a year from weed. I was clean from crack 25 years.
Congrats. That's over 2 decades.
Yeah, that's still substitution. Night smoke, pick up the weed, that was a substitution. So if you think that, okay, you can do this and you can drink, you can drink, you can just smoke, it's not gonna work. So I had to like really, you know, change, you know, and not only my energy, like my way of thinking, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I can do this, I can, and I'm still smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
And I'm trying, and I'm saying to myself, in my head, like you said, it's hard. It's not. I know it's not really that hard. It's just it's me making it even harder for myself.
But everything's a battle.
That it is a process.
So I think that's very beautiful that you were willing to share that personal experience of, you know, dealing with maybe a different degree of addiction, or just even if it's not like a full-blown addiction, just like a substance use that you knew was harmful for yourself. So me personally, like, I wouldn't consider myself an addict of any form, but for a long time, since I first started using substances at 13, I'd only just decided to go fully cold turkey a couple weeks ago.
That's right.
So
listen, it's not easy. It's not easy. And then nobody don't judge you. You're doing good. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I say to you. And I say to you, you know, you're my camera. If I had like things coming up and I'm not struggling, but you know, nothing, bills are still getting paid and stuff. If you need a fucking camera, I would find a way to get you a camera. That's how I am.
Yeah.
And it's like on weekends, we give clothes out. I work in police, like I said, we give food, clothes, and stuff like that. But so. Like, I make sure I get the best clothes. I don't get the best stuff that people outside. I don't give them junk. Yeah. I wouldn't give them nothing that I wouldn't put on me. You know? And that's how I am. You know? And I'm gonna tell you, some of these are my people here. These are my people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they got a good message. They said we had a meeting today, conference meeting about the 7 habits, and they were bringing stuff about the hair. And some people out here said, I like the company. I don't care about the food. I can go up. They can go eat at 5 o'clock because there's another place they're gonna think about. You know, I'm gonna eat there. Somebody's gonna feed me. That's the you know, and that's good. You know.
Yeah.
That's about it, you know? And I like what I do. I really do. Because it comes from here. It don't come from here, it's come from here. And that makes a lot of difference to me.
So, my very last question.
Okay.
Cause
TJ, right?
JL.
Oh, JL.
Yeah.
You know, look at those. See already.
No worries. I'm not great with names either. I hear so many older people tell me in terms of like learning how to tap in and become a better person, like learning how to do things from the heart versus from your mind, and just always, you know, believing that if you can't motivate yourself to do something for a deeper cause, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
How would you, what's some suggestions for getting people to tap into their heart if they feel like they're heartless or they feel like they have nothing to lose? Like,
well, first of all, how I tap into myself, because like I said, I was in recovery and I did a lot of meetings, and so I have tools. Now, a lot of people can get the structure from a meeting. Reading books, I read in journals, write your thoughts, if you can. You got something good, write your thoughts down and your actions, you know, and look at it, you know, and I do mine every day. So at the end of the week, I wait for a week and see what the change will be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If ain't no change, nothing changes. So, okay, this is happening too many times. Now you got to take a look at it.
yeah.
And that's what I do. And like I said, I don't judge anybody. I mean, if anybody needs some help, I'm here, you know, to the best of my ability.
It's about projecting love and not searching for it.
Projecting love, yeah.
And then eventually you'll find it in the right place, huh?
Amen. Yes, you will. It'll come to you. When it's supposed to come, it'll come.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.